My name's Nicole.
I'm Allie.
And we're going to do the Authortube Newbie tag. And this is probably like our 4th or 5th video, but you know, whatever. This tag was originally made by Jenna Streety, and we'll link her video down below. But we're just going to go through and answer these questions as well as we can. And let's alternate asking the questions too. So,
Okay.
So you get to start.
All right. How did you find out about Authortube?
Now this one's easy. I found out about it through you because you linked me to Kim Chance.
And I found Kim Chance, and I don't remember how. So, great story.
What genres do you write in?
I write young adult, contemporary, and a little bit of magical realism.
Ooh. I write young adults, sci-fi / dystopian, and a little bit of contemporary, and to be honest, and fantasy probably would be the other big one I would say. So yeah.
What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story?
My writing tense is, I don't know, because I tend to switch tenses unintentionally during writing. So I guess I'd say past tense maybe, or maybe present. I don't know.
I do both.
Yeah.
I sometimes change the entire story from one to the other, which...
Hashtag writer problems.
Yeah.
Point of view, I guess third person. I've been trying to write in first person though. It's a little bit harder though because you're like in someone's head and then you can't really have them know, like they're not going to know a lot of stuff about the other characters or like what the other characters are thinking, so it's a little bit harder because you have to remind yourself of that, like, yeah, that they can't like magically know what the other character's thinking, so...
I tend to write first person, and I think that's funny because you are so into like plot and story, and I'm just like the characters.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's part of the yeah. I think it makes sense.
And then category young adult.
Young adult. I think I wrote one new adult. I didn't know what new adult was when I wrote it, but I think that's what it would be, and I think it needs a lot of work. So I think if I did it again, it would probably make the characters younger and just make it young adult.
The only other story that I have started writing that's a different genre is historical romance, but that like got a page in, so I don't really count it right now.
Yeah.
And it's like totally different than young adult.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's sexy time, so it's sexy time. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser?
I am a pantser who is trying to reform to be a plantser.
Oh. I'm just straight up 100% pantser right now, and it doesn't work out that well.
It's how my brain works, honestly, but it makes for very difficult to edit drafts, which is why I'm trying to like switch it up a little bit. I don't think I'll ever be like a full-on plotter. That just is not going to happen. But I would like to get a little bit more information up front before I start writing, so my rough drafts aren't quite so rough. That's my goal anyway at the moment. That's what I've been really working hard on.
Smart idea. I probably should try to do a little bit of that, only because it's hard when you're writing and like you start kind of figuring out the story and then you're just kind of like, oh, I need to change the whole beginning now. Yes. So yeah, that's not fun. That's where I'm at right now, and that's not fun. So number 5 is you.
Okay. Are you a self-published, published, or yet to be published author?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah,
they are yet to be
exactly,
published. Same as me.
Does the poem that got published in a little anthology when I was in 3rd grade count as being a published author? There
So guys, I would just like to introduce you to Nicole, published author in the 3rd grade poetry anthology.
Yes, total rip-off of a Shel Silverstein 2 poem, by the way.
I think everyone just needs to know how much esteem is in this YouTube channel.
Yes. Thank you. I expect to get a lot of subscribers now.
I guess if we're talking about this, I should maybe mention that I was a reporter in my school's high school newspaper and grade school. So
2 published authors, you guys.
Yes.
It just, I don't know. I don't think this channel can contain us for very long. Okay. What publishing company literally literary agent and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent?
This is a really easy answer. Whoever will publish my work and do a good job. Like obviously like a legit agent.
Yes.
And a decent publishing house that is like a real one.
Yes.
But yeah, I wouldn't be picky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There are definitely, I've researched agents and some of them I was like, oh, but at the same time, there were so many that I had interest in. I didn't have like one person that was like, yes.
Yeah. And then it's also a thing of like, it might change also
Yes.
when you're querying.
Exactly.
So
I think the responses you get from people and what, assuming more than one literary agent wants to talk to you, those conversations will probably have a big impact on your feelings about it. So
yeah. Same. Not much to say about that.
Okay. What Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel?
Oh, well, I don't know, because I'm not the only person on my channel, so what do you think we're going to do?
Well, we're going to do some tags sometimes.
Yes, tags.
Just things about a writing process, what works, what doesn't work.
Writing book reviews.
Yes, that's the big one. That's kind of what got us started.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess, we should mention that.
And then I'm sure if we're doing monthly writing goals and basically like an accountability video.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
basically anything that we can try to tie into writing, but then also like just booktube stuff as well. But
yeah, because we like to read a lot, so we're going to talk about that too.
Yes. When did you start writing?
So I started writing seriously when it's probably like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something, I don't remember, in the last several years. And really I started writing, I don't know, when I learned how to write. Like I've always been a writer. I've always had like a journal or something like that always. Yeah. So, and I don't know, I had this weird idea, like at some point in time something would happen and like someone would be like, you're a writer now. And I don't know what I thought was going to happen exactly, but I finally was just like, if I'm going to do this, I just have to do it.
Right.
And it's weird that I had this idea in my head that like, at some point
someone has to like give you that permission to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt that way, but anyway, so I've been taking it very seriously for like the last 2 years. I've had a very steady writing practice. I think I started like really getting into it hardcore like 4 years ago, which I didn't realize it had been that long as we're talking about it.
Wow.
Surprise.
Well, congrats.
Thanks. I wish I had more to show for it.
But still, I'm sure you have more than you had 4 years ago.
That's true. And it's been a lot of learning.
Yes. So, same in the sense that I've always been writing stories and stuff like that since I was a kid. I've been probably writing seriously in the last year, I would say.
Yeah.
I have always tried to start writing in the past probably since I hit my 20s, so I'd say like 10 years, but I'd had a really hard time actually like getting stuff past like a certain page, and you get kind of stuck in a loop of like going back and like thinking like you have to like make it good the first time around, and I think like learning and giving myself the opportunity to like be shitty basically is helping. But I'd say I've been taking it mostly seriously within the last year. So, what was the first story you ever wrote?
So I was thinking about this and trying to remember, and I don't know for sure. I do remember when I was little, my cousin and I used to write plays that we put on. Do you remember those, the printer paper with the little holes on the side? We had boxes of that paper, so we wrote our plays on that. And I don't remember most of them, but there was one in particular that we were very proud of, and it was like a husband and a wife. It was Christmas.
Oh.
And like the husband, for whatever reason, was going to be gone at Christmas time. I don't know why. And no, the wife was going to be gone at Christmas time. I don't remember. But whatever happened, there was a scene where I was filing my nails while my husband sang "I'll Have a Blue Christmas."
Aww.
The Elvis version. Or is that just an Elvis song? Anyway, I just remember thinking that part was like so like grown up and clever.
Oh wow.
I was just sitting there like filing and I was like, That's all I remember of any of my plays. And then we finally let, my cousin and I are like the same age, and then we have another cousin who's younger, and we let her write a play. And I remember it so well because she was dying to write it, and it was called Pretty Castle.
Aww.
I don't remember the title of any of mine. I just remember Pretty Castle because we thought it was so funny. Because, you know, we were very mature and like 10, and she was 5.
Well, I mean, you were writing about women filing their nails while she wrote about castles.
I so wish we still had it. I can only imagine what those plays said. Oh. And we performed them. We forced our relatives to watch.
Now,
you're welcome, family.
I feel like not only do we wish that we had those plays written down, but recorded.
I know. That was, so children, let me tell you about a time. Let's go way back to the 80s. When you had camcorders, they were really expensive.
Yes.
There aren't very many videos of me as a kid.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely none of you filing your nails.
Sad.
No.
So sad.
Okay, so my first story, if this counts, and I only remember this because I don't know if we have it anymore, but I know I found it a long time ago. I think my grandma had it, like, in her house in, like, Poland or whatever, but.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's my first story, and it's also my first illustrated story. So it's a story about 3 dogs.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure it's like 3 pages long.
A page for each dog.
Yes. And I don't think anything happened in it.
Well,
But I stapled the paper all together.
Aww.
It's my first book too.
Oh.
So there we go.
There
That's
we
my
go.
first story.
That's really cute. What authors have inspired your writing the most?
Anyone that gets published and is in a bookstore. Everyone kind of inspires me. I mean, there's definitely like, okay, I'll say it this way. There's definitely some books that I've read where I'm like, I want to write a book that affects me as much as this book affects me. Wait, no. I want to write a book that affects people as much as this book affects me.
I feel like every book I read. I don't, and there are some books that I've read, like, have you read the book Homegoing?
No.
It's a debut, and I
Okay.
didn't realize that when I read it. I don't
Yeah.
think I read the book, and it was just a phenomenal book, and I got to the end, and it was like, the debut novel, and I was just like, but it didn't make me, like, it didn't inspire me.
Right.
It just made me be like, I'll never write anything even
Yeah.
close to this. So that's like the opposite of inspiration. There are other books that I read, I think, that I really loved, and I'm like, oh, I think I could write a book like this. I don't know. It's such a hard question. Because I think everything I read is inspiring in some way or another. And then I also think just like life is inspiring.
Yes.
People you talk to are inspiring. Like, it all just like,
You can find inspiration everywhere. That's basically.
it all just like mixes up in your head.
And then stories come out.
Yes.
The very simple guide to writing.
Nailed it.
Stuff mixes in your head and stories pop out. Alright, do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time?
So I schedule them because there's no such thing as finding the time. That it's just not a thing. You make time for the things you want to do. You're never gonna have just like extra time pop up out of nowhere. Like, that's just not a thing. So I don't understand what they're saying, that question, but I just hate that idea of like, I can't find the time. Yeah, you can. Like, anyone who says that to you, just ask them what TV show they watched last or whatever. Like, there's always something you can cut out. Not knocking TV, I'm just saying. Like, there are things we always do to kind of just like fill the time sometimes when we want to check out, but you have to make the time. Yeah. So, anyway, sorry, got on a soapbox a little bit, but you have to schedule the time. You have to make the time.
So right now, I don't schedule the time. But
well, that was for me. that rant was for you.
Disappointment, man.
No, not disappointment.
No,
just I kind of felt bad because I was like, you have to, and then you're like,
no, but it's true. No, but it's true because I don't find the time. So I definitely am trying to transition to scheduling it because, like Allie says, if you don't schedule it and you think you're just gonna find it, you're never gonna find it. So,
do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of these? And where do you write in general?
I mostly type out on a computer. I used to write out stuff and then transfer it into a computer, but I feel like then that you start trying to edit it. So yeah, I just do a computer. The only thing I'll write out by hand is if I'm like doing quick plot notes or I just want to like jot like information down really quickly because it just feels like I can write faster than type. I don't know why, because I can type pretty fast too. And where do I write in general? Right now, in the kind of our like back/computer room is where I normally write. I've also written on the bed a few times, but that's not as comfortable. And then I tend to just like want to sleep instead. So.
I've done that. I'm gonna write for an hour. Oh, I'm gonna take an hour long nap.
Yeah.
I use a typewriter. No, I'm just kidding. Typewriters are super fun, but the part where you have to then just type it up on a computer, kind of defeats the purpose, I think. But anyway, I use a laptop for my main writing. I do a lot of brainstorming and plotting and stuff in a notebook. I don't know why. I feel like my ideas come better that way sometimes. So it just depends. But yeah, mainly laptop. And I have a little office that at some point cute. I will do a tour of on this channel. So ooh.
Yes, I love our office.
I also write in coffee shops and on my back porch. So anywhere really, but mainly my office.
Yes. What are you most looking forward to now that you're part of Authortube?
I think I'm most looking forward to just meeting other people who are writing. I think writing can be lonely a lot of the times. That's why I'm glad we're doing this together. So yeah, I'm just excited to hear from other people who are trying to write and just learning more about them and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to all the mad money we're gonna make. So
that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be so
clearly
we're gonna be so rich from that.
Just you wait.
I should stop laughing. We really are.
Yes,
I believe it.
But
no. Can I change my answer?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm looking forward to someone sending us a book for free. Like free. Send us your arcs, everybody.
I like that too. But I guess we're also interested in meeting people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. All right. That's it for this tag.
Bye.
Bye.